Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump has authorized the release of transcripts, which is absolutely hilarious. And only President Trump could turn this type of thing into a monumental, absolutely grandiose victory. It's really unbelievable. They keep on trying to paint and fabricate the narrative that because somebody's exposing corruption of the Democratic Party, whether it's Madam Cyberhack or Hunter or whatever, they keep on saying, well, my God, you're asking a foreign power to find out about our corruption? No, my God. And Trump is like, look, he even said, you cheated Bernie Sanders. He actually defended Bernie Sanders voters a lot more than Bernie ever did. Because Trump was like, yeah, Bernie was cheated and he was treated horribly by the DNC. Bernie was like, no problem. This is a wonderful occasion. I was given a fair chance, and what can I tell you other than Deborah Wasserman-Schultz is a fantastic human being, and the Russians informed the country that I was cheated, and what can I tell you other than Trump is an orange menace who is presiding over record low unemployment for a great number of Americans. But this is the Washington Post, and it's so interesting. So, with the DNC cheating Bernie Sanders, they're like, oh, yeah, you know, how dare the Russians inform us? This is an interference. This is an amazing catastrophe. Oh, my God. Now with Botox Biden, who fought cornflakes and grape nuts, and oh, my God, he's so amazing. With him actually on video admitting that he withheld $1 billion in aid, or hundreds of millions in foreign aid to a country unless they fired a prosecutor. And then he was like, yeah, call the president, call the president. President Obama was backing Joe Biden on this. The hilarious thing is that he is on tape stating exactly, doing exactly what they accused Trump of doing. Then there's a Bloomberg article saying, well, there's no, the current prosecutor says there's no evidence of wrongdoing. Yeah, because they already fired his predecessor. What is he supposed to say? Oh, yeah, I got this job through shady means. Yeah. It just so happened, ladies and gentlemen, that they were investigating Biden's son. Oh, wow, what a coinkydink. It's always a coincidence. It's never a conflict of interest with Democrats. When it's Andrew McCabe and $700,000 from Terry McAuliffe and Clinton allies sent to Andrew McCabe's spouse, no. How are they supposed to know that Clinton would be investigated in the future? Maybe because she's always being investigated. Because she's always, the golden moo-moo is always breaking laws. What do you want? But here, this is hilarious. Trump says he has authorized release of transcript of call with Ukrainian president. Yeah. President Trump said Tuesday that he has authorized the release of the full transcripts of his phone call with the Ukrainian president, in which Trump is said to have brought up the investigating Vice President Joe Biden and his son. Isn't that interesting? Democrats don't care about the potential wrongdoing. So they don't care about if it was the Steele dossier that Clinton purchased through a law firm, that Andrew McCabe, who will be indicted any day now, any week now, and Comey and Strzok and Clapper and Brennan, they all utilized gossip and hearsay to investigate an American president. That's okay. But God forbid, oh my God, God forbid, you dare ask another country to find out if, I don't know, Joe Biden did something wrong. Oh my God, the sky's falling. Quote, I am currently in the United Nations representing our country, but I've authorized the release tomorrow of the complete, fully declassified and unredacted transcript of my phone conversation with President Zelensky of Ukraine. Trump, you will see it. You will see it was a very friendly and totally appropriate call, no pressure, and unlike Joe Biden and his son, no quid pro quo. There is nothing more than a continuation of the greatest and most destructive witch hunt of all time. I will say this. What Democrats are doing is sinister. Now, this is how nefarious it is. They actually think Hollywood, media, Democrats, most journalists, they actually think that they're on the side of justice and morality. They don't realize that they are actually on the opposite side. They don't realize that they're trying to undermine not only the Constitution, but the future of this country. Get over it. You lost. You will lose again with Clinton. The golden muumuu, Madam Cyberhack, is going to run again. Ladies and gentlemen, tell everyone that you know, ladies and gentlemen, right now, if you're still on social media, and I suggest you delete all your accounts before this election cycle, but tell everyone, H.A. Goodman has told you that Clinton not only will run again, that's ridiculous. She's going to win the nomination. She's going to, it's not when she runs, it's not if she runs, it's when she runs. Clinton has been campaigning the second she lost in November of 2016. That split second when Florida and Michigan and Pennsylvania and Ohio all went to, in Wisconsin, all went to Trump. Just like I said, and some other people have, very few people have stated. I said she would lose in 2016. She's going to lose again in 2020. Again, it's irrelevant whether she loses or not. People say, she's not running. She's not running. Why? Because you heard from the media she's not. 12 hours after she allegedly stated she wasn't running, which she didn't state, Maggie Haberman of the New York Times said she wasn't closing the door in 2020. When Clinton doesn't close the door in 2020, that means the door is wide open. That's what it means. The door is completely and utterly wide open. And then who do you think's going to come out? Why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? And not only that, Clinton is going to lose again. Again, that is completely and utterly irrelevant. People say nobody likes her. The Democrats would never do that. There is no Democratic Party. There's always 2024. Hello? She wasn't running. She's not running. She says she wasn't. No, she didn't. She never said she will not run in the future. She says she's not running present. That's how Bill and Hillary operate. They're like, well, technically, we didn't say we weren't going to run in the future. So, get used to it. Get ready. They're not going with Biden, okay? First of all, this whole entire controversy has completely upended his campaign. There is no more Biden campaign. There's no grassroots support for Biden. Hello? There's no grassroots support. Zero grassroots support. Now, the only candidate still with grassroots support is Bernie Sanders, who didn't have the chutzpah or the courage to say, hey, you cheated me, and it had nothing to do with Putin. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend anyone in the Democratic Party? Well, you can kiss my you-know-what. He would never say that. He's not made. I thought he was that type of person. He's not that type of person. This is the type of person he is. Oh, I'm sorry. I cheated myself. Deborah, I love you. Hillary, I love you. Oh, my goodness. The Russians. You told everyone that I had a honeymoon in Moscow, but I'm going to do you a solid and then tell everyone that you were cheated by informing the country that I was cheated. And you know what wasn't fair? What wasn't fair was that Hillary had to run not only against President Trump, but also against the Putin. Do you like me now? No, you still think I'm a misogynist. What's going on here? I did everything I could to help you to get in your good graces. But yet you rebuff my advances. But your curly hair is so intoxicating, Deborah Wasserman. Oh, thank you for cheating me so much. Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? You know, some people enjoy this type of thing, and I'm one of those people. Anyway, vote for me, not for Warren. And now they're like, Bernie's campaign is done, so you could stick a fork in it. And instead of, he could have had a viable campaign, and fought. He doesn't know how to fight. So Trump fights. I love Trump because he fights against Comey, he fights against Clapper, he fights against Debbie Wasserman, he fights against Hillary Clinton, he fights against everyone, fights against the media, fights. He's always fighting. Love the guy. And he's not, and you know what? Maybe, if you don't like his personality, fine. Get over it. Record low Latino unemployment. Actually, the unemployment rate for Hispanic and Latino men is under the national average of 3.7%. It's 3.1%. Good luck, Democrats, trying to paint Trump as this. See, they go back and forth like, oh, he's a racist. Oh, my God, he spoke to Ukraine. Like, those things don't stick. They don't stick because Democrats are worse in every single way. Then you have, oh, my God, the climate. They didn't even have the guts to pass a legislation. It was a resolution. They don't even believe their nonsense. They already cheated Bernie. Hello? And then Trump today at the UN. Check out my live stream earlier today. Not many people are on it, but I might do one later tonight by around, like, I don't know, maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Pacific time. Not sure when, but maybe 6 or 7. No. Yeah, maybe 7:30 p.m. Pacific. But President Trump, he upends, he overturns the table. He creates waves. And people are like, oh my God, the boorish man, oh, so uncouth. Oh, we were doing so well when we were destroying Libya and engaging in the Trans-Pacific Partnership to take 400,000 jobs from the Midwest. Oh, Trump, help us from this monster. Nobody. That's why they're going to lose again. Another reason. People don't care about his personality. There are enough people who care about his personality to make the Democratic Party, to give the Democratic Party a chance. They ain't going to win in the general election. Okay, they ain't going to win. But anyway, Trump's going to release the transcripts. You will see it was a friendly conversation. Trump's decision to release the transcripts follows nearly a week of speculation around what he specifically asked for. Biden bragged and boasted about what he forced another country to do. Then it was, oh my God. And by the way, don't ever use the term whistleblower when describing a person who had no direct knowledge, was not a part of the intelligence community, and was certainly not an Edward Snowden or Chelsea Manning or a publisher like Assange who publishes these types of people. This was a Democratic operative who said, hey, how can we knock the exhumed Bonnie who fought Count Chocula and Frankenberry and Special K and Wheaties? How can we knock this guy out while also at the same time throwing some mud at Trump? Oh, yeah! Oh, that's right. One of Biden's many controversies. That's right. Who do you think this helps? Do you think this helps anyone in the Democratic Party other than Madam Cyberhack? Whether it's next week, next month, November, December, January, February, or the beginning of March before Super Tuesday, Clinton is going to run again. It's going to be a repeat. Tell everyone you know that H.A. Goodman is telling you this. I took enough heat for letting people know that Clinton couldn't win in 2016, and I'm going to relish and enjoy every moment of her campaign. Oh, don't worry. I'm voting for Trump 2020. And I'll bring up the fact that $156 million was funneled into the Clinton Foundation from 85 donors, and they miraculously met Clinton. I'll bring up the uranium one, all that stuff. Believe me. But, oh my God, it's going to be so amusing to see the phony posers, the fakes, and the MC Breed, one of the great musical artists of the 90s, fantastic rapper, one of the great rappers of all time, MC Breed, originally from Michigan, has had a song, Ain't No Future in Your Front. And Democrats, all they do is front, all they do is pretend, all they do is fake, all they do is try to portray an image that they're not. And I can't wait until Democrats are forced to fall in line, and liberals and progressives and everyone's going to fall in line. And if you don't, you're going to be a Trump supporter like H.A. Goodman, and you don't want to do that. So I'm going to enjoy all the wonderful people who have to fall in line. Yeah. And all the great, profiles on social media, Jim Jordan's, proctologist's neighbor. I'm a socialist anarchist, dude. I'm fighting against the orange monster, man. Oh, you'll vote for Clinton. Oh, yeah, you will. I got into a debate, on Twitter with a guy who was at Occupy Wall Street. He was one of and he was voting for Clinton. And I'm like, dude, what? You're supposed to be fighting the machine and fighting the man, and you're voting for Clinton. Oh, it's better than the orange monster. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay. I know where this is going now. Oh, I get it now. I get what's going on now. Oh, okay. So when push comes to shove, you go back to old reliable, the Democratic Party. Never fails to deceive and manipulate and betray, and I love it. I love it. It'll be fantastic being proven right yet again, but also not only proven right, vindicated on my entire philosophy of the left. Very few people are true to their value system. People who are true to their value system on the left don't vote Democrat. Sorry. And they take a stand. They say, nah, I'm not voting for. And then when people say, well, you're going to allow Trump to win. It's like, yeah, we'll survive. In their vantage point, even though we have record low unemployment, all that stuff. A lot of great things. First Step Act, peace between North and South Korea, the beginning of all of these things. In the Democratic Party, a liberal or philosophy, they're like, we're going to allow Trump. It's like, no, the left would survive 8 years of great economic news and better foreign policy than Obama or Bush or anything. But the left won't survive a Democratic Party that is allowed to cheat with impunity and doesn't face any consequences. I mean, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is still in Congress. Okay, they have convinced themselves that Russia informed the country that Bernie was cheated and Facebook ads, and they think it's like the biggest thing on the planet. They really do. So when Clinton runs, it'll be like, whoa, are you going to let Russia win? Everyone on the planet's laughing. Half of the United States is laughing. The only people who aren't laughing will be the I'm with her crowd. And oh my God, they're going to try their best. They're going to lose again. Journalism is going to change a great deal. I have to temper my expectations. Everything's going to change. The Democratic Party will change. Whether they go for Clinton 2024, we don't know. But they now want a president's conversation, and Trump's going to flip the script on them. They're going to find out that this conversation is complete It's fine. Not a big deal. And it wasn't some kind of, oh, well, he tried to investigate to hurt the country to find out what Biden was doing that was criminal. Just like, the DNC, people found out about the DNC and all their criminal behavior. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And it was Russia that wanted it. Yeah, right. You don't have Clapper and Brennan in government anymore. Andrew McCabe's going to get indicted soon. You have all of these issues now where Democrats, they don't have the intelligence chief, so then they go ahead and pretend that there's, some courageous person speaking truth to justice, which is hilarious. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right now. Trump flips the script. They are so obsessed with trying to harm another human being in Trump that they can't win on anything. So now he's like, yeah, you know what, I'll give you the transcripts. No president would have ever done that, by the way. There's no president who'd be like, here's my transcripts. But Trump knows his conversations were being listened in anyway. So this nonsense is like, they tried Trump Russia, it didn't work out. They can't impeach him. They try to impeach him. They want to impeach him. They maybe will impeach him. They probably will impeach him. I think that they'll try to get him. They'll try to get him impeached just to pave the way for Clinton. But give me your thoughts below. This is absolutely hilarious. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel if you enjoy sports. I'm trying to grow H.A. Goodman Sports. Check out that channel below. Thank you.